Previously, on The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past.
You don't store your brother in a room. You spank him. Hey, that's me! Nom 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 nom. Thanks, Grandpa. Love you.
And so the legend continues.
Okay, here's the Eastern Palace. Pretty spooky looking dungeon, have to admit. Okay, I guess those paths don't go anywhere. That's good to know. And here are the flying spaghetti monsters. They're not exactly flying, but that's what I used to call them when I was a kid. Don't blame me. Blame my kid self, who was an idiot. Also, watch out for cannonballs. Also, another fun fact I learned very, very recently, thanks to a good friend of mine. There's actually a nice little treasure trove of rupees over here. Yeah, I had no idea about that when I was younger. Which is funny, because you can technically see them from down there, but... yeah, I had no idea. Something I found out much later in life. Those Stalfos can be pretty tricky. You have to watch their every move if you want to destroy them. Also, watch out for these things, too. They're kind of annoying. It's also weird, whenever you touch them, you don't only lose health, but you also lose part of your magic meter, too. Anyway, there's the map. Not a very big dungeon, as you can see. We've already ventured through quite a bit of it already, almost half of it. But that's the nature of the first dungeon, I guess. The first dungeon is never really super long. Okay, yep, I went up there already, so let's keep going this way. And now we'll go to the left side. Also, pots, very effective weapon against Stalfos. And what do we have here? You found the compass! Now you can pinpoint the lair of the dungeon's evil master. Oh boy, it's right there. It's kind of what I expected, but yeah, it's right there. Good to know. And what's this?
Slim, it is I, Sahashaja. I can talk to you telepathically when you touch these tiles. Here's a hint. You can use the treasure hidden in this palace to defeat armored foes.
That's good to know. And I think he's talking about these guys, which you can also use pots for these guys. I think. Well, yeah, you can use them for the green ones anyway. There's a tougher variation that pots won't work on, but pots are very effective too. Oh God.
I don't like when it's dark.
Ow. Fine. I guess I'll just have to leave then. After I grab some bombs. I mean, come on, they're bombs. Why wouldn't you grab them? Ah, spaghetti monster.
Red rupee! I want it!
Okay, there we go. Then we'll make our way through this room again. And I believe in this room we can find the third of the 3 dungeon items, aside from the big dungeon item. Oh wow, I'm actually surprised I hit him right there. That was such a bizarre angle. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's under this pot. Switch! Which will give us the big key. You got the big key. This is the master key of the dungeon. It can open many locks that small keys can't. Exactly, which means this big lock right here. And this will actually take us back to this room again. And if you remember right, the big treasure chest is right here. You can only open this chest with the big key, so keep that in mind. And inside we have the bow. You found the bow. You can shoot arrows until you run out. And then we get attacked by Stalfos whose heads fly around. You can't kill these either, so be very careful. Also, yay! Let's jump in a candle. So yeah, this is actually a secret of this dungeon. Another fact I didn't know when I was a kid. And you can actually use this to catch fairies. Fairies, whenever you touch them, will heal all your health, but if you catch one in a bug-catching net and put it in a bottle, they will actually revitalize you if you die. So they're basically life bottles, Phoenix Downs, and they're automatically used too, so very, very helpful. Try to have a fairy on your in one of your bottles at all times. Also, let's see how these arrows do against these guys. Yep. They work pretty well. Shuraga Raga wasn't lying. Also, we're very rich. You can really grab a lot of money in this game. Well, we have the key, so let's go ahead and get out of here. Ow. Leave me alone, giant fire ricochet things. And more of these guys. Yeah, I'm a pro. I am a big pro. You gotta get very good at using the bow, by the way. There's a lot of enemies that can go down very quickly with the bow, so keep that in mind. And now we introduce to the red variety. The red variety cannot be hurt by bottles or pots, and they actually take 2 arrows to kill. So, best way to deal with these guys, approach them, wait till their eye opens, and then just shoot 2 arrows very quickly. Not very difficult. This is a little more trickier. So just focus on taking out one of them, then focus on the other one next. Best way to handle those guys. And with that, I think we're actually ready for the boss. The Armos Knights. Well, Armos Knights can be taken out very easily with the bow and arrow, so just unload your arrows on them until they scream. And there's one remaining. He'll go a little psycho on you, but not too bad. Just run away, fire an arrow at him, and then run away some more. And after beating him, we get another heart container, and then the Pendant of Courage. You won the Pendant of Courage. Take it to Shagawaga. 2 pendants remain. Alright, we did it. Not bad, Link, not bad. You're becoming a little versatile little fighter now, aren't you? Well, like he said before, we need to go see the Elder again because he wanted to give us an artifact of some kind. Hello, Shaka Khan. Oh, you got the Pendant of Courage. Now I will tell you more of the legend. 3 or 4 generations ago, an order of knights protected the royalty of the Hylia. These knights of Hyrule were also guardians of the Pendant of Courage. Unfortunately, most of them were destroyed in the Great War against evil that took place when the 7 wise men created their seal. Among the descendants of the Knights of Hyrule, a hero must appear. I see. Slim, I believe you should get the remaining pendants and carry this with you. This is a treasure passed down by the families of the wise men. I want you to have it. We got a shoe. He gives you the Pegasus boots. Now you can execute a devastating dash attack. Hold the A button for a short time. A helpful item is hidden in the cave on the east side of Lake Hylia. Get it. Okay, sure. I will take your advice, I guess. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to do next. Going to collect a few more items before we go forward. But as you can see, he has marked the locations of the other 2 pendants, and also where the Master Sword is once we've collected the 2. So, yeah, let's get started. I'm not going to cut any footage because I'm sure we'll find lots of treasures as we go back through Hyrule. I will be going back to the village because there is a mandatory item that we'll have to collect before we can move any further. But I'll also be grabbing that other item that Shaka Zulu talked about. Ow. Also, weak guards are weak. Also, if you go over here, this should look very familiar. It's our house. That's right, we've come full circle, and we're back to where our house is. You can also approach the village from your house, and then you can go down here as well, so definitely a lot of things you can do, and we are definitely going to go back to the village first, because I see that as kind of the long-winded way to the next part. Might as well go back to the village first and get the item we'll need there. Also, yay, more fairies. Ah, God, no. Leave me alone. I almost died, too. I almost used my first fairy. How wonderful. Also, secret room. This will take us to another fairy fountain. But I'm full on fairies and bottles for right now, so we're just going to use them to heal up. Remember where all those important locations are with fairies are, because that'll definitely save you a lot of time in the long run. Plus, it's also really good to have those locations down. Also, whenever you see a tree by itself, run into it, because there will usually be an item of some kind you can use. And if we go over here, we're back in the south side of the village. There's not much we can do here with the boots, but if we go to the library, we can now grab the Game Boy. And yes, for you guys wondering, that's what I used to call it when I was a kid because the front jacket looked like a Game Boy. You found the Book of Madura. You can use it to read the ancient language of the Helia. Awesome. Let's read. I guess we can't use it until there's actually something to translate. Oh well. At least we have it. Because we will need that item for later, if you guys didn't catch that. For now, though, let's go back to my house. Because it's a lovely house. Okay, here we are back at my house, and now we're actually going to go south. Why? Because, well, the south is where our next pendant is located. But we're going to visit over here first, because this giant lake right here is Lake Hylia. And Shukawakalaka said that there's something here that we might want to grab, so let's go ahead and do that before we make any more progress. Also, hello, hole in the wall. Let's make you a bigger hole in the wall. Here's a great fairy. If you talk to her, you can restore all of your health. You can't capture her in a bottle, though, so don't even try. And looks like we have another hole right here. Oh goody. We have these things. I really hate these worms for how unpredictable they can be. It also kind of sucks to get these guys, but if you use your bow, you can usually grab them or nail them. And if you don't, you still have bombs you can use as well. Ah, dang it. Okay, there we go. And, ooh, what's this? Take some rupees, but don't tell anyone I gave them to you. Keep it between us, okay? Oh, wow. Thanks, dude, chick. Don't really even know what you are, but I really appreciate it. My God. 300 frickin' rupees. I can start a college fund again. Hooray! My God, that was incredibly generous, though. So yeah, it's definitely worth coming to that cave, because that's a lot of rupees. That's a lot of rupees. Anyway, okay, not over here. Okay, I think this is the cave that, Shaq was talking about. Let's go ahead and blow up this wall. Cool, we have some fairies, too. I appreciate that. And let's see, we just gotta push these and... Hey, we're stuck. How do we grab that? Well, there is another entrance. Let's see if we can find anything on the outside. Aha! I should have known. All icy caves have secret entrances. Well, at least this one does. And in here we have... You found the ice rod. Its chill magic blasts the air, but watch your magic meter. So yes, now we have an magical rod that can actually shoot ice at our enemies. How will this come to help us? I guess we'll find out later.